With the start of 2023, we have been looking back at some of the most monumental films of the last 30 years and trying to see how well they hold up today. With new media being such a relevant part of all of our lives, including social media, short-form content, and pretty much all the stuff we're watching on our devices, we wanted to compare modern-day life to that of Truman Burbank and see how the movie has in many ways predicted the future. But first, let's do some film background. The Truman Show is a 1998 American science fiction comedy drama film directed by Peter Weir and written by Andrew Niccol. The film stars Jim Carrey as Truman Burbank, a man who is unaware that his entire life is the subject of a reality television show that is broadcast around the clock to a global audience. Truman lives in a simulated world called Seahaven, which is a giant television set created to look just like a real town. As Truman begins to suspect something is not quite right with his life, he sets out to discover the truth and ultimately confronts the people who have been orchestrating the show. The film also stars Laura Linney, Noah Emmerich, and Ed Harris. And The Truman Show was a critical and commercial success and has been described as a commentary on celebrity, media, and the role of art in society. The Truman Show was a successful movie for a number of reasons. One of the main factors contributing to its success was the strong performances by the cast, particularly Jim Carrey's portrayal of Truman Burbank. Carrey's performance was praised for its depth and emotional range, and he was nominated for a Golden Globe Award for Best Actor for his role in the film. The film's concept was also innovative and thought-provoking, with a unique and imaginative premise that drew in audiences and sparked discussions about issues related to media, celebrity, and the nature of reality. Additionally, the film was well made, with strong direction by Peter Weir, who is known for blending elements of drama, comedy, and suspense in his films. The film's visual effects, which were used to create the simulated world of Seahaven, were also praised for their realism and attention to detail. And finally, the film was released at a time when there was a growing public interest in reality television and the role of media in shaping our perceptions of the world, which helped to contribute to its popularity and success. But here at If I Were a Villain, we wanted to see how The Truman Show impacted modern-day reality television and also how it predicted the addictiveness of this type of media. So, as I mentioned, the movie was released in 1998, but the history of reality television can be traced back to the 1950s with the original concept of candid camera. These shows involved setting up hidden cameras in public places or in private homes and filming people's reactions to unexpected situations or pranks. One of the first and most popular candid camera shows of all time was actually called Candid Camera, which premiered on television in 1948 and ran for over 50 years. Can you imagine if we're still talking about the first YouTube pranksters 50 years from now? I hope not. The modern form of reality television, in which a group of people is filmed living together in a controlled environment and engaging in various challenges and tasks, was developed in the late 1980s and early 1990s. The first modern reality show is generally considered to be In American Family, a 1973 PBS documentary series that follows the lives of the Loud family in Santa Barbara, California. This was followed by other pioneering reality shows such as The Real World and Survivor, which helped to establish the genre and pave the way for the proliferation of reality TV in the years that followed. Reality TV has become a popular and enduring form of entertainment with a wide range of subgenres including dating shows, talent competitions, travel shows, home renovation shows, and more. And I believe that The Truman Show managed to touch on and even outline some of the modern day reality shows and also explain a bit about why they are so addictive. People are getting entertainment value from these shows, as you can always find drama, conflict, and emotion that are often present in reality shows, and find them to be a form of escapism or entertainment. We all know how these shows allow people to escape reality and taste other people's miserable life. And one of the main ideas in The Truman Show is the power of media. The film portrays a world in which media has the power to shape and manipulate people's perceptions of reality. Truman's entire life is being broadcast as a reality show, and he is unaware that his world is not real. This serves as a commentary on the ways in which media can influence and control our understandings of the world. And even more than that, we see how many people in real life are trying with all their hearts to become celebrities. The modern day everyday celebrities are influencers, which also share the same upsides and downsides of being an A-list celebrity. The film explores the downsides of fame and the dangers of being in the public eye. Truman is constantly watched and scrutinized by the audience of the show, and his every move is carefully controlled and manipulated by the show's producers. This serves as a cautionary tale about the sacrifices that come with fame. Comparatively, now to influencers, we see they experience the same thing: constant scrutiny from their audience and oftentimes carefully controlling what they put out on the internet to be portrayed in a specific way. Even if you're not an influencer, it's unique that in this current day and age, we are the Christopher of our own Truman Show. Christopher, by the way, was the original creator of the Truman Show in the movie, where although we may not be happy at the moment or things in our real life are not that glamorous, it's our prerogative to present ourselves on social media as happy, carefree, full of love, and non-judgmental. In many ways, we dictate what other people are allowed to see in our lives, even if it's not 100% the truth. Advertising also plays an interesting part in this conversation as well. In The Truman Show, the budget for the production was funded by advertisers who would secretly place ads into Truman's everyday life, with Truman being none the wiser, even in the most emotional situations, as having a heart-to-heart with his friend Marlon, the producers of the show are able to slip in a commercial about beer. This subtle advertising is also seen in modern-day reality television and influencer marketing. Although the FTC has put many regulations on creators to make sure they disclose that they are promoting something, there are still many similarities between these styles of advertising, including product placement, integrated advertisements, and celebrity endorsements. There is definitely something jarring when you're watching a video and suddenly it cuts away to promote a product that is not related. But speaking of which, we would like to thank our sponsor today, Jimmy's Spicy Lasagna. It's the spiciest, they say. Just kidding. We're not ready for those types of ads yet, but that is very much the type of similarity that we're talking about. But let's go back to the film. If you think about it, maybe the only real thing in the movie that Truman experiences is love. Every platonic relationship he has is scripted, and every activity he does has been pre-planned by a team. As cheesy as it might come off, love is the only true and genuine experience Truman has in the film, as it's one of the few things the producers of the show didn't account for. This movie has had a huge impact on reality shows, but also had a huge impact on the world of psychological medicine. The phrase, the Truman Show syndrome, is a psychological condition in which a person believes that their life is being filmed or staged, similar to the plot of the movie. People with Truman Show syndrome may believe that their friends, family, and even strangers around them are actors and that their experiences are part of a scripted reality. They may also believe that they are being watched or monitored by hidden cameras or other forms of surveillance. I've also seen a lot of discussion about the term gang stalking, which is people uploading content of seeming like strangers following them around, thinking that there's a group of people watching and monitoring them. But Truman Show syndrome is considered an extremely rare and unusual condition, and it is not technically recognized psychiatric disorder. It is oftentimes associated with other mental health conditions, such as schizophrenia or delusional disorder, and it may be treated with medication and therapy. It's honestly crazy to see how much directors and screenwriters are able to predict the future without even meaning to. Although we can't say that The Truman Show was the basic outline for modern-day reality television, we can say that many aspects of the film are recreated in the reality TV shows we have today. The Truman Show is one of our all-time favorite movies, and it was really fun giving this film a deeper look. That is going to be the end of this video, but please let us know about your thoughts and if we forgot to mention something about the film. We are always super open to feedback and hope we can be making content that y'all just want to watch. By the way, our New Year's resolution was to reach 1,000 subscribers, so don't forget to click the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.